Guys, what's going on? Welcome to CerealAtMidnite. My name is Heath.
And I'm Bree.
And we have a showdown. We have a versus for you. It's the Halloween edition of Versus, which we've just coined Versus for the first time ever.
Yep.
We previously did this I Dream a Genie versus Bewitched. Mm-hmm. It has returned. Addams Family versus the Munsters.
It's obvious already who the clear winner is.
Well, I don't think that's true. You can't go by that. So I think one of us prefers one and one of us prefers the other. It's kind of, this is all just a premise, right? It's just for fun because we like both shows.
Funsies.
I watched the Addams Family and I watched the Munsters.
Me too. Can you guess who likes which one?
Who likes which? I think people that watch CerealAtMidnite a lot know. They already know what I like. They're like, oh, Heath likes... Bree,
They don't know what I like. I'm an enigma wrapped in a mystery.
In an onion skin.
I don't know.
So which do you prefer? If you have to desert island choice, you have to take your DVD box set of the Addams Family or your DVD box set of the Munsters.
There's no streaming on this.
There's no Wi-Fi. God. You have a DVD player and
no Wi-Fi, but there's electricity.
There's a generator.
Okay.
But you don't have a provider. You don't have an ISP.
Okay. Addams Family, for sure.
Yeah. And I'm Munsters, to no one's surprise, right? Why do you, what is it about Addams Family that you dig so much?
I like that it's a little more macabre.
I like the way you say. How did you say that?
Macabre.
Macabre.
Macabre? How do you say that word?
I think you're right. I just like the way you did that. Because most people just say macabre. And then some people are like macabre. Macabre. I saw Macabre wrestle in Mexico in 2012. No, just kidding. No. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, for that reason, it's also a bit more subversive. I mean, they don't really fit into society. I like that it's very...
oddball?
Yeah. I mean, oddball to me sounds like it's supposed to be like funny slapstick, but maybe not. I don't know.
What's wrong with funny slapstick?
Everything.
What? Okay.
No, but I just like that they don't fit into society's norms.
They're weirdos, and it celebrates abnormality, right? Wednesday is especially when you get into the movies.
Yeah.
More so, I don't know. That's in the show too. You know, they've been advertising the Halloween stuff on it comes on MeTV.
Yeah.
And they've been I keep seeing that ad, and it's Wednesday doing that dance where she's like, the dance, the Wednesday dance from the series. Oh man, it's great. So, but it was it is very askew. The whole premise behind Addams Family, it is macabre, but they are just left of, or whatever. They're not normal. They're not and it was Charles Addams's view on just twisting society. Look at these guys, but he's celebrating uniqueness and weirdness and all that stuff, and I totally get that. I think that's the big appeal of those movies are huge. The Addams Family movies. Yeah. I'm not even talking. I wasn't even thinking about the CG ones. I was thinking about the ones with Christina Ricci and stuff.
Yeah.
But the CGI ones are huge too.
Yeah.
What movie was it? Jungle Cruise we saw, and they showed the trailer.
Yeah.
And it was like Snoop Dogg and the Addams Family thing.
That we talked about was so interesting. Is that they are a family who's not supposed to fit into societal norms and who's supposed to be kind of off and weird and different. But then that movie seems to have so much mainstream stuff in it.
Because it's become a product. Because it already was a product.
Yeah.
Where did that cartoon get? Because it was based on a comic strip. I think it was in the New Yorker, maybe. Anyway, it's always high society. High society. I like the Munsters because the Munsters are a representation of the universal monsters themselves. You've got Herman as Frankenstein. You've got Lily as the Bride of Frankenstein. You've got you've got the Wolfman. You've got... I think we're running out... Well... Dracula is Al Lewis. He's right. Grandpa's kind of Dracula. But listen, we also have that incredible surf guitar theme song. Addams Family theme song is super iconic. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Right?
Yeah.
But then Munsters is like... It's just more rock and roll, which is why I I Dream of Jeannie more than I liked Bewitched because it was more rock and roll. Mm-hmm. It was more space age.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I hope nobody got sick.
Whoa! The car is Dragula. Their hot rod is Dragula, and then Rob Zombie likes it so much he writes a song about it. Mm-hmm. Munsters had a couple of movies back in the day. I don't know, but it was campy, and I do like camp.
You do. My parents liked the Munsters. They dressed up as Herman and Lily Munster one Halloween.
That's cool.
And it frightened my brother.
Lily. It frightened your brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the only story I've heard. I wasn't there. I wasn't born yet.
Oh.
And they were going to a Halloween party, and they dressed as Herman and Lily Munster, and it scared my brother.
That's poor little fella. Poor little guy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, it's your parents, right? You see your parents doing something weird like that. You're like, my whole base
weird like that? Dressing up for Halloween is weird.
Well, no, but like...
You don't expect your parents
It's your safe It's your safe place, right? Yeah. And then your parents are monsters all of a sudden. You're like, what?
But it is interesting. You seem to lean more towards, like, the campy...
Yeah. But it didn't always.
Shows.
I've aged into it.
Yeah. And I seem to lean more towards the shows that subvert societal norms.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Munsters subvert societal norms, too. Lots of times. They would go to parties and stuff. Everybody always thought they were in costume, but they weren't. They did a lot with the outsider aesthetic on Munsters, too.
Yes, but it wasn't... Like, they thought they were normal and fit in and didn't understand why.
That's true. The Munsters thought that they did not understand why they were outcasts.
Like normal everyday people. But the Addams Family, I mean, I think there were times where they didn't understand why people from the outside didn't understand, but it was also it was more like, I mean,
the Munsters wanted to fit in. The Addams Family didn't.
Nice. That's why I like them better.
Yeah,
I'm all about not fitting in.
That's why I married you, girl. That's a good observation. I like them both. And we were, before we recorded this, the Addams Family was on the TV. It was on the TV. We were watching it.
We were looking at the TV.
We were looking at the TV, and it was on, and then it went off and the news came on. We're in the South. But
in case you didn't notice.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's, maybe we've taken it as far as we can go. But probably. I mean, it's okay to like both. I just want to say, like, because last time when we did the I Dream of Jeannie versus Bewitched, like people really did be like, oh, I can't understand why anybody would like so and so. Like, we like both of these shows. They're great,
like both of them.
Classic television.
Just like we both like Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie.
You know what I didn't mention during this video?
We do have our preferences. I don't know what.
Yvonne DiCarlo.
I know. I was waiting. I thought you were going to say it earlier, and you didn't.
I like Yvonne DiCarlo. She's great. She's great. Fred Gwynn. Car 54, where are you?
You just lost like a whole bunch of the audience.
Why?
They're like, what are you talking about?
Car 54, where are you?
I'm just joking.
Look it up, kiddos. Look it up on the YouTubes.
Wikipedia.
And then Al Lewis. Hey, we were watching that episode of Kolchak the Night. Was it the movie? It was the second. I think it was the Night Strangler Kolchak movie. And Al Lewis is in it as a homeless person. It's like, it's Grandpa. All right. This is going to do it for this.
Wait, didn't we see something else with him in it? Or somebody from...
We were watching the Brady Bunch, and Jackie Coogan pops up. And we had a conversation, because it was 1971. You know what? Actually, I think it's 1970. No, it's 1971.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's the end of season 2. We were watching the Brady Bunch. They go to door to door to pitch for something. It's season 2, the episode where they try to save the park. For those of you that know. So Jackie Coogan is in it, who was Uncle Fester in the Addams Family, and also that cute little kid from the Charlie Chaplin movie, The Kid. Cute little kid. He's one of the reasons that child labor laws exist, right? Like, he was huge in this whole, like, child rights, but he grew up to not be a cute kid. He grew up to be Uncle Fester.
Aww.
But he's great, right?
Everybody grows up to not be a cute kid, because they're not kids anymore.
That's true.
I'm just trying to defend him.
He pops up. Well, he's great. I mean, I love him. He pops up in that episode, and we're like, hey. And we were having a conversation. Do you think that the viewing audience of 1971 knew that was Uncle Fester, but with hair and a mustache and, not in that character? And I would like to think that people were tuned in enough to know that if they were like, hey, it's Jackie Coogan from TV's... Because it was off the air, right? and there's no
syndication.
Cable, right? There's no syndication model yet. So I just wonder, were people savvy enough? I think people must have been. Some people, not everybody, but people like me, people that are watching this video, they would have been plugged in enough to know, like, it's. And when, on some of these other shows, they would just bring back the same guest actor, like every 7 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I watched several shows that do that.
Sam the Butcher from Brady Bunch, right? Like, he's in
a ton of Andy Griffith.
Every Desilu production ever. Mm-hmm. And he goes back to Sergeant Bilko. He's one of the founding cornerstones of television. All right, listen, we can wrap it up.
Way off topic, but
it's fun though. People like this. So Addams Family, the Munsters. Here's the question: is with this Rob Zombie movie coming out? Like, I don't know, but I know he really loves the Munsters, and he doesn't love them in a way that's like Tootie effing fruity, where he's like,
what does that mean?
Remember in it's not House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects. They just like,
I have blocked those movies out.
Okay.
In my mind, I've only seen them once, and I.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The Firefly family. Anyway, he tends to make everything trailer trash. Like, that's just what he likes to do that. Yeah. Like, what if little Michael Myers as a kid? What if he was trailer trash? So
I wonder why that is.
I think that's because where he relates to that. Mm-hmm. I heard him on a podcast talking about how he watched someone get beaten. I think it was in a park or on the street. He was a kid. And he saw someone get the ever-loving crap beat out of them to like within an inch of their life. And the interview was like, "Were you upset?" He was like, "I was more just like, well, this is interesting." And I was like, "Well, that's Rob Zombie right there. A zombie was born." So he tends to bring that into everything he does. He seems to have a lot of childhood trauma, to be honest with you. But will he be able to do a comedy? Well, your brother does. Will he be able to do a comedy and leave these characters as they are, or is he going to have to morph them into this black, dark version of, because it's camp. Munsters is camp. Yeah. It's Gilligan's Island, right? It's meant to be silly, and therein is the fun. All right, Addams Family, Munsters, what about you? Let us know in the comments below. It's the debate for the ages. You got suggestions for us for future versus videos. Let us know in the comments below. This has been a lot of fun. Hey, Bree.
Hey.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys. Take care. Until next time, here's where to go and what to do. We didn't get to do our thing because I know. Until next time, I will catch you later.